Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the GTX 1650 Super in GTA 5 with the Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM. Of course, you don't need the 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM to play this game. 8 gigs of RAM in dual channel and like a Ryzen 5 3600 or an i5 7600K overclocked will do absolutely fine and will deliver the same FPS that you're about to see in this video. And we're going to be testing this one at 1080p, 1440p, as well as 4K, just like we did in the GTX 1650, for example, and RX 570 and so on. Yeah, this game isn't really that demanding on the GPU. I'm not going to use any anti-aliasing, by the way. Everything else is turned up to the maximum except for the post effects setting over here, because I don't like motion blur and I don't like depth of field. And even if you enable it and motion blur is in like the minimum of the slider over here, it still has some motion blur to it. So I'm just gonna leave it at normal because I don't like that, of course. And anisotropic filtering is at 16x, ambient occlusion on highest setting over here as well. And of course, the advanced settings are all turned off. Let's count our average and 1% low FPS over here. And those advanced settings are all turned off because they are really demanding, and they don't really provide you with a very good graphical fidelity like increase above what we are getting right now, you know, so I don't feel that they're worth it. So let's go, let's do our little run here. I've tested this pretty much like 1,000 times because every time I test a GPU or CPU in GTA 5 I go through this little run here. We're just going all the way down there, and then there's a bunch of NPCs down there, so that's like the most CPU demanding part of the benchmark run. And then we're gonna go to like a little foresty area which is really demanding on the GPU. So this is like the run that I do every time to make GTA 5 videos. And let's go. Okay, so we are approaching this little area now with all of the NPCs that I have to censor because they always say shit and f and stuff like that. And yeah, okay. Alright, we're doing this. Get out of my way, please. Get out of my way. Get. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I wish they were smarter sometimes, because some of them just do that, you know, instead of, oh my gosh, just jump to the sidewalk or something. Ah. Alright. So, oh my gosh, so many. I'm not really sure if I want to keep any of that sound in, to be honest. But alright. So far so good. We're seeing 122 FPS average. 1% lows are pretty damn good at 90. So if you want to play this game, a GTX 1650 Super or like a 1060, I think the 1060 does just as well in this game. It's absolutely fine. And now I'm just gonna wreck my entire car. And my character Michael is also being funny and saying bad words here. Did I wreck my, like, tire or something? I did wreck my tire, so we need to get another car to go to the next area, which is right there. Oh, that one seems fine. Okay, can you stop, buddy? That one would be better for a thumbnail, actually. God damn it, I couldn't get it. Alright, this one. This one is also pretty. Okay, just chill down, people. It's just a game, remember that. Get out of my way, please. Alright, we're doing this. Alright, so as you can see, this is pretty weird because our GPU usage goes down here in the grassy areas and stuff like that, but our CPU is not a bottleneck, obviously, and I haven't seen this happening like in any other GPU, so not sure what it is, but that's Jack, by the way. But yeah, it's giving like 90% usage over here at this place, so none of my other GPUs did that as well, so I don't know, guys. Let's see if it still does 90% usage at 1440p as well. So yeah, as you can see here, we're seeing like 60 something FPS. If you set the grass to normal, for example, you'll get more FPS, obviously. I forgot to set the grass setting to ultra last time around, and I was getting like 90 plus FPS down there, or up there actually. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Alright, I'm gonna stop it right here. I think that's enough. So we got 105 FPS average, 1% lows of 57 because of that grassy area. So yeah, it's not too good. It's pretty damn good, to be honest. You could play all day with the 1650 Super in GTA 5 and it will run really smoothly. Of course, this game doesn't really need like 100 plus FPS to be playable, and you could probably enable some anti-aliasing. Just keep in mind that in the grassy areas your FPS will tank with the anti-aliasing enabled. Pretty decent results. Let's do 1440p right now. Okay guys, we're here at 1440p again. As you can see, 2560 by 1440. Anti-aliasing is still disabled, of course. Population, everything else here is still the same, of course, in the ultra settings, except for the post effects and the advanced settings, which are turned off, of course. And let's do this again, okay? So shall we just do averages, 1% lows, let's go. So as you can see, the FPS are now tanking down by quite a bit compared to 1080p. We were getting like around 120 FPS here in this area with the 1650 Super at 1080p, but now this is not really a 1440p card, but it will do 1440p Ultra in older games like GTA 5. GTA 5 is an old game by today's standards. It released back in 2013 for the consoles and 2015 for the PC, and when it launched for the first weeks it wasn't really well optimized, but then they patched it and it is really well optimized here today. Even like my GTX 550 Ti can run this game at 60 FPS, I think, at 900p on... What the heck is going on with that car? I don't remember properly. Maybe it can do actually 60 FPS at 1080p on normal settings. Of course, it's not high settings, but if you want to do high settings with 60 FPS, Jesus Christ, just watch your mirrors, god damn it. If you want to do 1080p high settings, 60 FPS, I think a GTX 750 Ti is enough. Of course, in those grassy areas, it's gonna get a little bit lower FPS than the usual, but you should be able to get 60 plus FPS average outside of the grassy area. So, okay, you can see everybody's just screaming at me right now, and screaming police and shit and and stuff like that. I don't like it. I don't like to be here either, but I just want to benchmark this game, okay people? Just understand me. Jesus Christ, this is hard actually, not to hit anybody. So, okay, we're out of there. 88 FPS average, 66 FPS, 1% lows. This is really good, guys. And of course, it's really smooth and very playable, obviously. I'm repeating my words a lot. Really sorry about that, but you know, I just didn't want to crash my car this time around, by the way. Okay, so as you can see, so far so good. What the heck is that there in the map blinking? Is that a cop or something? But I'm not wanted right now. Is that a robber? I think so. He robbed her! Where is he? Where is he? What the heck? Okay, should I kill the guy? What should I do here, boys? You know, I'm not gonna kill the guy, I'm just gonna do this. What? Hey, now, I'm gonna beat this out of him. Come over here, boy. Get over here, boy. Actually, he's running away too fast, so I'm just gonna do this. Oh my god. Stop, dude, stop, okay? You are ruining my benchmark. How are you running so fast? I shot you like 3 times in the feet and the leg. What the heck is wrong with you? I'm done with this guy. Alright, let's grab my monies. This is my money now. Should I give it back or something? Oh my god, we're so far away right now. Let's pick up this guy's car.
I think this is yours.
You're my hero.
Holy crap, that's screaming. Okay, bye. 450, so I kept 50 for myself. That's good, okay? So we did a good thing here today, my friends, in the GTAs. As you can see, 94% GPU usage even at 1440p, so this doesn't really make sense to me as we're approaching here this area again. Yeah, the GPU isn't maxed out, but it usually was maxed out back when I had like a Ryzen 1700. Not sure, maybe it's like this particular GPU, the Turing architecture and stuff like that. Hi Jack, by the way. This is Jack, if you guys didn't know already. I already told you at 1080p, but if you didn't listen, yeah, that's Jack. And as you can see, guys, by the way, 1440p is still absolutely playable. It's not as smooth as 1080p, of course, but this isn't really a 1440p card. But still, it's running at like 45 FPS plus every time, all of the time. Our 1% lows are at 43 FPS, so that's fine, you know? Average FPS 75 so far, and yeah, just keep away from grassy areas if you guys like FPS. If you don't like FPS, just go there and have fun with your 40 something FPS. But you know what? The game is still very, very playable here with this GPU at 1440p. So that's a good result overall. I would like to see a few more FPS in that area, of course. Yeah, you can't complain much, okay? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set it to 4K right now. And alright everybody, we are back here at 3840 by 2160, which is the 4K resolution, of course. No anti-aliasing, but who needs it at 4K unless you're playing like in a 55-inch monitor or TV. So everything else is still the same, as you can see, of course. And advanced graphics settings are still turned off. So let's start our average and 1% lows counting over here. I hope we can get like 30 plus FPS average. Oh my god, that's a very big 1% low. Maybe it was a stutter or something, so I'm gonna reset that. That doesn't usually happen unless we are actually out of VRAM. Our VRAM usage is actually at 3.8 gigabytes, so that might introduce a few stutters here and there, to be honest. But let's see how the 1650 Super does over here at 4K resolution, guys. If you have a TV or something like that, if you want to plug your PC into that TV and play with a controller or something like an Xbox controller, which I sometimes do, to be honest. I used to play it on the TV with the GTX 1080 at 4K and the controller, 30 FPS of course, but yeah, I only played like that like twice. So twice or 3 times, I'm not sure, but I didn't really play too much of that game. I don't really have time to do that as well, so yeah, pretty much every time that I play games for fun, it's benchmarking. Because I do have fun making these videos anyways, so I like that, you know, I love this. Okay guys, so far so good. 38 FPS average, 30 FPS 1% low so far. So here it should be a little less demanding on the GPU, so our average should go up by a little bit, just a little bit. Please people, get out of my way. The thing is, if I do this, if I horn, you know, my thing, my car, the people just don't care. Look at it. Please, that guy, you know, that guy in front of us, he doesn't even care. And then they get surprised when I hit them in the butt with my car. That's why. Come on, dude. Oh my gosh. What do you want? What? No. Alright, okay. Get out of here. Wait a second. This is the way to do it. Just get here, pull your gun out, and everybody's gonna run away from you. Oh my god, guys. I've discovered a thing that will completely change my benchmarking system over here in this game. Oh boy, just sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if this is better. Okay, so we're getting a few stutters, by the way. As you can see in the frame time graph, you can see 2 big spikes there, or 3. Those are stutters, probably because we are almost out of VRAM or reaching our VRAM limit sometimes. So yeah, that happens a lot in a lot of games. But so far so good. It's not like unplayable or anything, so oh boy, this is a little bit harder to control with 30 FPS, but it's still playable. It's still playable. You can still break your car completely while benchmarking the GPU. So I say this is a very, very nice experience. I love this. Okay, is everything fine with this car? I think it is. Well, pretty much everything. It's just that front part that it's a little bit messed up. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the GPU intensive area again. As you can see, 20 something FPS over here. Let's see if our GPU usage just goes down by a bit. It actually did. 95%. We were getting 98% down there. So something about this area and the GTX 1650 Super, or maybe the architecture, you know, hijacked by the way. Maybe it just doesn't like this area too much, or isn't really optimized for GTA 5, because after all it's a 4-year-old game and this GPU just launched like 3 days ago or something like that. So yeah, you know, you can't really expect it to be really well optimized. Well, you can actually. It's still running fine, you know, but yeah, it's just unplayable in areas like that. And of course, outside of areas like that in the city and stuff like that, it's absolutely fine. Even at 4K, we're getting like 40 something FPS average over here, and we overall got 36 FPS average in GTA 5 at 4K. Of course, 1% lows of 23 because of that area, but still, you know, this is not a bad experience. Just lower a couple of settings here and there, like the grass and the shadows, for example, and you should be getting 30 plus FPS every time. And if you want to play on your TV with a controller, the 30 FPS experience is actually decent. So thank you so much for watching this video, my friends. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope it was helpful and informative for you, and I love you all. Bye bye.